Product category management helps a business to categorize the products and manage them in an effective way. So let's see how we can create product categories or product groups in Odoo 15. So let's open purchase module. You can create or manage product categories from both purchase and inventory module. When you come under configuration, you will be able to configure them. So here you can view product categories, and we have some pre-configured categories in Odoo like consumable products, deliveries, expenses, saleable, saleable events, furnitures, point of sale food, services, then softwares. Like this way, there are different products groups created and configured, and you can view the details here. So let's create a new category. So creating a category books and providing a parent category all. Let me set it as all saleable. Then here you can also provide a tax cloud category. That is, this refers to taxability information code. So this code is used by Tax Cloud to compute specific tax rates for each product type. Then here we can provide commodity code. So this is related to Instastat. So this commodity code is nothing but a sequence of numbers. That is the restrictions and prohibitions that may apply to the import or export or transit of the goods. Then you can set a removal strategy for your product category. That is, we can force a removal strategy for the products under this category. So we have 4 options: first in, first out, last in, first out, closest location, first expiry, first out. So these removal strategies are used in warehouse operations to select the best product based on certain criteria. That is, which product need to be removed from stock. So we will discuss about these removal strategies in a separate video. So this is really helpful because these strategies allows us to manage our stock in an efficient way. And here you can find inventory valuation. That is, you can set a costing method and inventory valuation method for your products. So for this category, you can set costing method as standard price, first in, first out, average cost. And you can also find inventory valuation as manual and automated. That is, you can automatically post entries when you choose it as automated by providing some account stock properties like stock valuation account, stock journal, and stock input and stock output account. And if you have set it as manual, then journal entries, that is accounting entries, will not be posted automatically. You have to create it manually. So we will discuss about inventory valuation in detail in a separate video. Then here you can set your income account, expense account, and price reference account. So the products under this category will use these income and expense accounts. So after saving the category, you can see here that category books is created. Now let's create a new product. New book, and you can see options: can be sold, can be purchased is enabled, and you can choose a product type. So I'm setting it as storable product, and here you can add sales price, then can set cost price for this product, and you can add vendors, So for Azure Interior, let me set a vendor price 850, and here I've added delivery lead time. So you can add some basic details. Then after that, here you have to set the product category. So let me choose a product category that have just created, that is all saleable books. So here you can see the details. Now just go to inventory module, and from configuration settings, here we have an option to create packaging. So we can manage product packaging, like we can sell by packing multiple units of a product. Then here below you can see option to create and use routes and rules. So after enabling this also, just save the settings. So this will allow us to manage routes of products in your warehouse. Now, when you open the category books, here we can see few more fields are added to the product category form. One is route and other one is reserve packaging. So here we can set a default route for the products under this category. Like if you want to use dropship for all the products under this category, then you can choose that here. So you can save it. Like this way, you can set a route for reception, delivery for your category. Then here you can see the field reserve packaging. So you can either reserve partial packaging or reserve only full packaging. So the partial packaging, this allows reserving partial packagings. That is, for example, suppose a customer orders 2 pack of 100 units. That is, each pack consists of 100 units, and you only have 1200 in stock. Then what will happen is that 1200 will be reserved. And if you set the reserve packaging as reserve only full packaging, then it will not allow to reserve partial packaging. That is, if 2 pack of 1000 units each is ordered by the customer, and you only have 1200 in stock, then only 1000 will be reserved. So we will discuss about this packaging reservation in a different video. Now let's save this. Let's create a purchase order. So you can see I've added the vendor Azure Interior. And when I choose a product order book, you can see automatically that cost price is updated. So this 850 is set as a vendor price inside the product form for this vendor Azure Interior. And you can view the vendor tags. Now let's confirm the purchase order and receive the products and validate the receipt. After that, let's create a bill. So here, inside the draft bill, you can see the corresponding journal items. Here you can find the stock interim account. This was set as a stock input account for the product inside the product category. And you can also find other accounts like tax paid, account payable. And if you have any doubt in the creation of purchase order, you can check our video. We have done a video on how to create a purchase order in Odoo 15. So please check the description box. And if you require any Odoo implementation or customization in your business, drop a request to odoo@cybrosys.com.